Imagine walking into a bar with friends for a night out, surrounded by music, drinks, and laughter. You go in together, but only some of you come out, and one of you just vanishes. No one sees anything, no one hears anything. There's no sign of a struggle, no obvious escape route. It's like reality glitches and swallows you whole. This is the story of Brian Shaffer. It's one of the most unsettling modern disappearances because of how impossible it seems. A man disappears from a place full of people, with security cameras rolling, and yet there is no trace. To this day, Brian Shaffer has never been found. Let's rewind. Brian Shaffer was a 27-year-old medical student at Ohio State University. By all accounts, he was doing well. Smart, kind, loved music. He had a girlfriend he was serious about, and plans to go on vacation to Miami just a few days after this night. It was April 1st, 2006, the start of spring break. Brian and his friend Clint decided to go bar hopping to celebrate. They started at the Ugly Tuna Saloona, a bar located in a campus-adjacent area called the South Campus Gateway. Throughout the night, they visited a few bars, had drinks, talked to friends. Around 1:15 a.m., they made their way back to the Ugly Tuna for one last round. Brian is seen on the bar's security camera, going up the escalator with his friends and walking inside. That was the last time he was ever seen. What's strange is what the footage shows and what it doesn't. Cameras at the bar's only public entrance captured Brian entering, but never leaving. The footage is constantly monitored, and it shows Clint and the other friend leaving, but not Brian. He's never seen on the footage again. The bar only had one entrance-exit open to the public, and investigators reviewed the tapes frame by frame. There was simply no footage of him leaving the bar. It's almost as if he vanished into thin air. So what could have happened? Some people believe Brian may have left through a back exit not covered by cameras. But that exit was in a construction zone, dark, full of debris, and dangerous. Police say it would have been incredibly difficult to navigate, especially while intoxicated. Plus, no cameras caught him even approaching that area. Others suggest foul play. Did someone lure him into a trap? Did he leave voluntarily to start a new life? Did he fall victim to a random act of violence, and his body was somehow hidden? These theories keep piling up, but none of them explain the most chilling part: the total absence of evidence. Brian's cell phone was never used again. His credit cards? Untouched. His apartment? Still full of his things. He missed his flight to Miami with his girlfriend, who had no idea anything was wrong until she couldn't reach him. His family was devastated. His father, Randy, launched tireless campaigns to find him, posting flyers, doing interviews, following up on every tip. Years passed, no leads. Then in 2008, tragedy struck again. Brian's father died in a freak accident when a tree fell on him during a windstorm. After his obituary was posted online, someone anonymously left a comment saying, "Brian is alive." It was traced back to a public computer in Franklin County, Ohio, but the IP address didn't reveal anything useful. Police believed it was a hoax, but still, it stung. It gave people false hope and reopened old wounds. There are a few bizarre theories worth mentioning. One idea is that Brian deliberately disappeared, that he was overwhelmed by grief over the recent death of his mother and wanted to start fresh. But if that were true, how did he manage to leave with no one seeing? And why would he have ghosted everyone he loved, especially his younger brother? Another theory? That he was killed inside the bar and someone helped cover it up. But this would have required staff cooperation and an almost absurd level of stealth. How do you hide a body in a crowded place with active surveillance? As of today, Brian's case remains open and active. Every now and then tips surface, people claiming they saw him in another state or that he's living under a new identity. Nothing has ever been confirmed. In 2021, the FBI released an age-progressed image of what Brian might look like today. His loved ones still hope for answers, but the eerie heart of this case remains. A man walks into a bar and disappears. No body, no footage, no goodbye, just silence. And that, more than anything, is what keeps people up at night.